I want to make now a video, a very earnest video in English. I make many videos in German language. The most of them are deleted or blocked, or nothing happens and the Kurt himself watch that the innocence teacher life go wrong because the Kurt not help victims and try to save murder instead. I begin, here is the act and the proof, but I begin everything to told with names now, what the Kurt not want to prove openly because they save satanistic murder, pedophile sinners, and hit the victim himself and say to the victim, when a victim go in court and ask for help, shut up and go home. These people in court everywhere are written in hell. I begin there because I told you, I draw everything symbolic, and symbolic is mean that behind the picture is a very big symbolic, behind the picture. You can see a hand, a blue hand like this, and this symbol you see everywhere on maybe a wiser kindergarten house who not have adults and parents. This symbol you can see also by a lot of satanistic rituals. And I told you now what does it mean. You can read a book. I tell now the title from the book. It's a German book from Hammel. Der Rattenfänger von Hammel. And I read this book. It's a true history about Germany, a small city in Germany, Hammel. And there was a satanistic ritual that they steal children with sugar and a lot of other things. They steal children and they go in a cave in the wood and sacrifice children to demons. It's a real story, and one children was can run away, and this one children wrote this book in a secret place because he see this thing in the cave where they sacrifice children. He will see this thing, and it's mean to sacrifice people innocent blood to demons. This is not a fantasy, it's a real history roman. Der Rattenfänger from Hammel. You can buy the book and read it. And the cave was found. There is a map. Where is the cave? Where they found baby bones. They found a lot of baby bones on the sacrificate altar in the cave. But Dr.Drábik János, now I'll tell you the real facts. Dr.Drábik János wrote against these satanistic rituals, what they make also in Hungarian governments, and all the bankers, rich bankers, make it today also. And Dr. Drábik wrote with facts, with names, and ex-banker, I will give the link, ex-banker Ronald Bernard was a victim himself from this Catholic kindergarten. He was a victim. They tried to program him, and about this, what ex-banker Ronald Bernard was suffer. The father hit the mother, the father hit always them. They not allowed love in family. Dr. Drábik wrote about these programs exactly so. When they try to use people and children, they can, I just make a quote, a citat about these documents. Dr.Drábik János, az agy megeröszakolása book. I recitate now a quote. Dr. Drábik says so. When they try to program a child, then they send demons on the father, that the father hit the family, that the child become always sad and always are under trauma, and then they bring these children in a kindergarten where they programmed the child with MK Ultra, and ex-banker Ronald Bernard say exactly the same what Dr. Drábik wrote. It's not a fantasy. He say always was shut, the father not allowed love to talking, and he was always traumatized, and therefore he go in a Catholic wiser house where he was programmed and tortured by Catholic people. And he say then he liked to kill people, so wrong he feel about lot of traumas. And what they make with children is written here, how they traumatize children, sexual abuse with animals, sexual abuse with each other, hit and no food, and everything. He wrote Dr. Drábik here, how they traumatize children. And then, when they are full of hate and full of trauma and grow up, Dr. Drábik wrote exactly, these people they use in banks and business. Why they can use these people in bank and business? Because they are full of hate, traumatized, they never become love, just hate and sexual abuse and everything. They hate people, and when they hate people, they not feel sorrow about people. And when they use these children in a bank, they can, with these people, with money tax, steal from another family the house. Because these people not feel sorrow when he sit in a bank and a family come, he give money since tax, he know exactly that they never can pay back and they lost their house with children, but he not feel sorrow about humans because he's a programmed MK Ultra project. He never become love, just pain. And these people they use in banks, and ex-Ronald bankers say exactly the same what Dr. Drábik wrote in these books. It's the same, and it's not a fantasy. And Ronald Bernard also talk about that they sacrificate children. Also, sacrification is not programmed children, and hate and sexual abuse is not this. Sacrification is that they kill the children, and this is a crime. Everything is a crime. What is here written? Everything is a crime, and it's a question why the police just watch these things and always say to the victims, shut up and die, shut up, and not help victims who know everything and have proof. So I translate Dr. Drábik books in three languages. Therefore, I decide to translate Dr. Drábik books as a diploma teacher and translator, because I was told in English language also. I was buy with my brother and mother, with my family, a car. It was very expensive. I tried to use the car, but it was stolen, and I not know it. And then after then, I cannot use it. And who sold me the car was a policeman. I was beg him, please give me back my money. I cannot use now a car. I work for this car 1 year in a prison. My legs are wrong. I work so hard. I become a thrombosis, lung emboli. And now you have the money and lie about me. And the policeman, Komaromi Szabolcs, is in the act with photos, with witnesses, everything. Say to me, when I told something that the police steal cars and drug and guns and children, they kill me or rule everybody against me, or use me cancer. He told me this exactly. To a victim, I nothing do wrong. I was trusting the policeman. I not know that police steal cars, and my brother also not know it. I think they are normal people. And I give 1 million forint. In that time was many shilling. And because I found in this stolen car a heft, a paper with children photos. I was asking, okay, but I found also in this, I don't know what is it in English, kesztyűtartó, I found a heft with children photo, and I was asking on telephone, okay, you not give me back my money from the stolen car, what you steal as a criminal. But I found many children photos. I know exactly the names, how old was there. And I was told him, when you not give me back the money, I go to the police and make a judgment against you that you are pedophile. And then he come to me and say, with gun, you can go to the police. Every police is involved in this country. we steal Roma children to certain rituals, to such certain rituals for the government and Catholic priests. And I must shut up. I never become help. I never become help, and he destroy my life, and he do it. All the court and policemen destroy my life just because I buy, as an innocent woman and teacher, a car, and I not know that it was stolen, and I found a pedophile heft with photos. And no help comes nowhere, and all the proof are here in my court act with witnesses. Shame on every court and policeman who save such pedophile murder sinners. Shame on them. They are written in hell, because this is the biggest sin. I have all the proof. I nothing do. I'm not an evil person. I just learn and work. I want to buy a car, to use a car also, as everybody else can use a car. And then a policeman steal children, and with photos, there was a photo heft, a book inside the car. And therefore I must die. For their own sin I must die. And then I'm not afraid. I think God is with me, God is with me. I have all the proof, I think so. I have all the proof, I have witnesses, my family, my brother, the photos and everything. I go to police and make a judgment against this commandment watch. I do it, and no court was help me. Then they poisoned me with helicopter. Police break every time in my house, hit my neighborhood, a Borutsky Ferenc, it's all in the court act. He have many operation about the police, because they break always inside the house and hit him, cut his door, open at his window, always break in the house, and say to my neighborhood, he not can help me, because then he will killed by them. He killed the police. His Tibor, he was my witnesses. His Tibor was a very good witnesses. He feels sorrow about me. How the state destroy a holy diploma teacher's life just because they own sin. And then the police was poisoned him, and he's dead. His Tibor is also in the court act. They poisoned witnesses. And now I emigrated to Stuttgart. I bring this court act here, and here also police hit me and say I must shut up. They have every proof and court act. Shame on them. And now I tell you something. You can Google or can prove or talk with my mother or with my brother. I never was lie, because I'm a Jew, and who lie and make false witnesses is God's law, go in hell. This is the biggest commandment. I never was lie. In Jánosom, where my mother live, is a man they call Macko László. I will give the name Macko László. I was by, when I was a child, a dog from him, a German shepherd dog called Daisy. I wrote about in my books. And this man is a businessman. He have many restaurants and discotheques. And as the police, they call this Macko László businessman, everybody know him in the city. Maci László is his small name. I don't know what is its small name. The Spitzname. I don't know how it called in English. Maci Laci, they call him so. Macko László is a businessman. And when the police try to kill me every day, he was ring me and come to me. My neighborhood is a witnesses about this, and he say to me that I am true, because he is a businessman, and the government was phoned him one day for many years ago, and he was involved in a ceremony where they was built a very big bank, Girosas Bank. He told me this, and he said he go in this ceremony, and then before they opened the bank, they make a ceremony. They sacrifice a small children. That the business become great. This is what ex-banker Ronald Bernard say. And this Macilaci say that the government and the priest and the police is involved about these ceremonies, and they will never help me, because they are satanistic. And I will show him that the government sent me from Budapest many letters where was written they all Satanists. I have this also on dictaphone and on letter. They kill children, they drink their blood, and such a thing. And I must shut up as the last dirty Jew. And I was showing him this letter, and I was asked for help. What I can do? I not have documents. I not have money. I not have food. I nothing do. I just suffer. I will die here in the wood. And he say, no, Kurt will help me because they are all sinners. I must emigrate it out in another country, maybe Israel. He not know. And then I emigrated out. But he know exactly these ceremonies. He was see it with his own eyes, where this sacrification ceremonies in Hungarian. And he said the police is all involved. Not the small police and the women police. They are all puppets from them. But the greatest one. And the witnesses, everything in my Kurt act with photos, with Kurt paper, with proof, and they destroy now more than 15 years of my life and telling shit about a holy victim who wrote about God and judge such a pedophile, evil sinners as ex-banker Ronald Bernard also say. He was himself a victim from this satanistic rituals what they make, and he was grow up in a Catholic home where he was abused and programmed, and it was the hell. And about this hell, Dr.Drábik János wrote in books, az agy megeröszakolása. And I just was, as a translator, translated. And it's not a sin to translate books and then judge the sinners with proof. The Kurt must do it and not the victim. And the Kurt not do it, hit the victim and save these murders. And God will not stop the blood wars. Thank you.